Hey, kid. Hey, my man.
What you doing here? Thought you was gonna be out of town this game.
I was, but, plans change. You got some big people in town. They're dying to see you play.
Oh, cool. I put on a little show for them.
That's what I'm banking on. But listen, word is they really like to see the long ball, so don't be afraid to, throw up the three-pointer, okay?
You want me to shoot with my eyes closed, too?
The way you've been playing, you probably could.
All right, then.
Pay attention, guys. It's the last quarter to take this game. We got to discipline ourselves to help each other. Now, kid, I want you to keep feeding Jerome at the post. Let's run these guys out of here. Let's go.
Win the game, dish 2 Showtime assists with the point guard to the shooting guard. Okay, so I have to basically throw up 2 lobs or 2 no-look passes or 2 no-look alley-oops to Jerome Hurd. So let's give him one right now. Boom, there you go, Jerome. I feel like Jerome and Shane are definitely 2 of the most underrated players on our team. They definitely complete the big 3 with the kid. It's very nice to have that happen. We are starting to rack up some wins. Oh my goodness, going in with the 2-hand jam. We are starting to rack up some wins on this with this team, which is very, very important because as I do hit that Showtime assist to Jerome Hurd, so that will complete the goal. Or at least I thought it was, yeah, it had to be 2 Showtime assists, not like 2 alley-oop assists. But we are starting to rack up some wins after going 18-23 right now. In terms of the story, our record is 22-25. Still not great, but if we can rack up a couple wins and get above a 500 record before the All-Star break, that would definitely be huge. That would be a definitely huge morale boost for our team and for our fans and for our community as I go Chef Curry on people, just making these fadeaway threes, like literally being like Stephen Curry before there ever was a Stephen Curry. Like, geez Louise, as we move on to another game, we have to take a lead into the second quarter. Going up against the Chicago Bulls and those, oh God. Oh, those uniforms look hideous. Like that weird, like little red, just ugh. It looks bad, especially on the PS2 graphics. Like graphics on this game were just kind of meh. It's like it's the old PS2 graphics, so I tried to make it in the best quality that I could. And based on the number of videos, I can't really upload in the highest quality because of like the voiceovers that I do and all that stuff. But I don't know. It's just, the PS2 graphics for some of these games were not the greatest at all. Like, they were pretty bad, all right? Jones gets the rebound, pump fake, drive inside, hit the mid-range jumper, the lost art of basketball, the mid-range shot. So I go to Shane Bland, who makes that, three-pointer as I get the Showtime assist. Driving into the basket, kicking it back out. Calling for the screen. Fadeaway 3. Got it right in his face. So I believe that is going to finish up this challenge. Ooh, is that hitting with the jelly roll layup? Okay, my guy. Now, it's definitely a little Showtime fancy. But like I was saying in the last video, I don't feel like you can do Showtime in the NBA. That is very nice to have. Like with step backs and ankle breakers. But it does have to be very specific. Yeah, I actually did have to restart the challenge because that guy literally, as I was done with the recording, he literally made a 3, and that forced me to restart the challenge. So that was it's a little embarrassing, but I don't think I was recording that part, so I do apologize. Shane Blanton with the 3 after the no-look assist. But going back to my point in the last video, it's just, I feel like if people just score a lot and you do like some nice little dunks, I feel like that can get you a sponsorship. I don't know what this game's deal is. Like, I have to, why is Jonesy turning the ball over like that? Are you kidding me? Why do we have to like throw up all these alley-oops and stuff like that? I know I'm a point guard and all that stuff, and I do have to create plays and, create opportunities like in transition and get open looks for my team, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, can't I just score and get the sponsorship anyway? Like, isn't that kind of how it works, like, in today's NBA? It's kind of weird like that, and oh my goodness, again, just failing with these Showtime assists. It's just very, very annoying, as once again we are going up against the Houston Rockets, and this is pretty cool. If you're on transition like this, you can get one of those Showtime animations, and he fails it only because he got fouled, and that'll send Jonesy to the line. But that's not good for the little shooting and block boost that I get from my guy because I failed that no-look assist. Like, my guy has to finish the play, which is annoying. So here's an example of what they mean. Like, I do the Showtime, and then Jones is wide open. He better make that layup, and he does. So that's why I get the credit for getting that Showtime assist. So there you go. I don't know how Jerome Hurd made that, but especially in transition, especially over Yao Ming. Oh my gosh. Like, that's just crazy. And again, you can't block dunks in this game. You know, people didn't think that far ahead. I think you can block shots, like, and you can go into like a crazy animation like that, but again, we're also playing the Rockets too. Like, I don't really know too much about like non-conference games, but I believe the maximum to face non-conference opponents is like 2. And I think you face like some of your division rivals like 4 times a year. So I don't know. It's just a repetition of opponents. It's just kind of annoying with this game. Whatever, though. I hit the 3. We complete the goals.
Grab your seats, NBA fans, because the battle is about to begin. Now, the day has come. The Kid and Big W are about to meet head-to-head and give us a show that, trust me, we will never forget.
This is it, folks. We have to score 8 points, take the lead into the 4th quarter, and if we want, we can dish 4 Showtime assists against Big W and the San Antonio Spurs, just making the Spurs even more overpowered than they are. Like, why would we trade him to the Spurs? Like, we could have traded him to a team like, I don't know, the Hornets or the Magic or like some really crappy team back in those days. Actually, the Magic were starting to get pretty good, especially once Dwight Howard joined the team. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just, seriously, or we could have just traded him to the Knicks. I mean, you know, the Knicks are just a god-awful team with a god-awful owner. And I actually do feel really bad for Knicks fans because they have to deal with that crappy owner and the fact that he wants to make his own little hipster music and is more concerned about that rather than just selling the team and letting someone actually who understands basketball more than he does control the team and put Knicks fans and most importantly New Yorker fans out of their misery. I mean, seriously, that team, I like, you know, I'm not like, because back in the day I used to be a huge New Jersey Nets fan, but I understand and appreciate the history of teams like the Showtime Lakers, like the 80s Celtics, even the 60s Celtics, like the 70s Knicks, like the Knickerbockers and 90s Bulls. Like, I just love the whole sport of basketball in general. So right now I currently don't have a favorite team, but like, it's just kind of, you know, in terms of like, you know, trading for Big W, it's like, why would we trade him to the Spurs? You know, a team that literally has not missed the playoffs in 20 years. They're basically the Duke basketball of the NBA, but people actually have respect for them, unless you're a division rival of this team. It just makes 0 sense, but we are owning Big W. I mean, come on, we should win this game, right? Right? What? We're in a press conference. How do we do? How do we do? Right? How do we do?
Talk about the difficulty getting past Big W.
How do we lose?
I wouldn't give him that much credit, or any for that matter. My game was simply off.
How did we lose when
My rhythm will be back next game.
Your team has a reputation for solid gameplay, good ball movement, and aggressive penetration. How do you explain the absence of all those elements in tonight's game?
Things don't always go as smooth as you want them to.
There any tension between you and Big W?
Why is the coach asking a question?
Yeah.
I mean,
Him and anybody else I face on the court. It's a nature competition. Is that it?
How do we... It's not my fault. It's a freaking team's fault. Jeez. Oh, my God.
Your team's energy seemed to be untouchable tonight. Can you speak about it?
We just played our game and dismantled a rookie team. I mean, it's not hard to do so if the team's vulnerable from the get-go.
You believe their success is a fluke?
Success? I didn't realize they had any.
Is there still tension between you and the kid?
I think he's just tense about the fact he's simply the flavor of the week. I almost feel sorry for the rookie.
Shut your bitch ass up!
I still cannot believe that last game, but we are going to try and move on. Have to score 12 points in this game, and let's try and take the lead into the fourth quarter, guys. Let's just try. That's the key word for today is try. There we go. We'll start off with a nice little alley-oop to Shane Blanton. Perfect release on that three-pointer, which I feel like is easy. Like, the shot meter is starting to get way easier on this game, unless I, totally mess up and screw up with it. But, oh my gosh, Kevin Garnett just dunked on Andre Wheeler. That poor unfortunate soul. But, it's just weird how it's just, oh my goodness, I missed that three. It's just the shot meter feels better, especially if it was on 2K19. I don't know sometimes how people keep getting perfect releases. I really screwed up this year in 2K19 with my own player. I didn't make him tall enough, or I didn't make him a stretch four like all these other people do, because obviously that was the one thing that people really kept doing in that game that made them so godly on the park. So yeah, that's why here's the thing too, as we do complete that goal, we just have to win this game. But honestly, I do not play 2K19 anymore. I believe I played it last night, and only because I bought another game from the PS4 store, and I was just waiting for that thing to download. So, but other than that, I really don't play 2K19 much anymore. I honestly really don't play, as I have to restart this goal, because obviously Jerome Hearn missed that alley-oop, and that would have been game. But I don't really play 2K19, or I don't really play my PS4 too much anymore, mainly because of these walkthroughs and all that. But I don't know, it's just that's why I'm trying to force myself not to buy games. But last night I cracked. I bought Yakuza 0. I'm gonna play that. I want to play that game just for my own fun purposes. I might live stream these games and one of these days. I'll let you guys know.
Can you believe it, folks? It's the third coach this month that's been ejected. Gentlemen, get a grip. Show a little poise in front of the team. Remember the old saying, lead by example?
Hey, hang on. Hey, Sprite called. I hooked him up with tickets for tonight's game.
Showtime.
8-year-old son of their VP loves the alley-oop, know what I mean?
Right.
All right, have a good game. I'm back. Yeah.
What was that? We can't afford these turnovers. Now get the ball inside. Stick to the game plan. This is my floor general?
Yeah, that tension with the coach is it's a no good. It's a no good. But like I was saying before, I got completely interrupted, and right after I lost my train of thought and could not put words and coherent sentences together. I was thinking about getting, games, because they are pretty cheap on the PlayStation Store, I wanted to get Infamous Second Son years ago, but instead, for some reason, I bought Killzone Shadowfall, and I did not like that game very much, I only played, the first couple of chapters in the story mode, and didn't really play too much of the online mode. I don't know, it was a game recommended to me, but obviously it wasn't, the best game in the world to play, so I also really wanted to try this whole Yakuza game, because I don't mind, especially, it's just kind of a new, interesting experience with the whole Japanese fighting games, and a nice little, alley-oop transition as my guy was running. I don't know if you saw that, but I don't know. I just heard the Yakuza games were really nice. I wanted to get into that, try something a little different. do different action adventure games like that and Infamous Second Son. So I'm going to try and live stream those games. I'm not going to they're not like walkthroughs or anything like that, don't get me wrong, but this is like something where if you guys just want to come, hang out, chat about stuff, chat about whatever, life in general, just definitely, I'll keep you guys posted on that because I do definitely want to live stream more. Because I do like live streaming. I do like hearing from you guys. I appreciate those of you who come out to the live streams. They are really fun. They are of course on my YouTube channel. Just don't forget to follow me on Twitter at CONeil20 and check out my Facebook page. And click the bell definitely to get a notification as to when a new episode is posted and when I live stream and whatever. So yeah, that's going to that's just kind of like it's kind of like a nice tie-in because we are getting near the end of this video. I got one more coming out for you guys, but don't forget to follow me and do all that stuff because I like to live stream and I like to continue to do walkthroughs like these. So just remember to stay notified, folks.